England and the week in review from the Ingraham angle. A very controversial statement from the governor of Maryland, Martin O'Malley, at the King event yesterday.
The work of justice is urgent, it is real, and it is needed. Let there be no comfort in our country for the bigotry of cold indifference, for there are still too many lives in America taken from us by violence. Still too many children in America who go to bed hungry, who go to school hungry. Still too much apathy when the lives of people of color are too often valued less than the lives of white people.
And joining us now from Washington with analysis, Laura Ingraham. So what do you think O'Malley's getting at there? It's a generalized statement, but what is his specific point?
Yeah, well, I think implicit in his message, and he might as well have named names, is that the Republican Party just doesn't care about minorities, blacks can't get a fair shake in the judicial system, and that basically conservatives just don't value black life or black achievement. And what I'd say to that is, first of all, it's pathetic, it's sad, and it's incredibly divisive and unhelpful. Conservative policies have been targeted to all Americans, to help all Americans up from of difficult times and poverty, including one of the most basic things that we've talked about before, Bill, which is education. And if Martin O'Malley would like to just talk about that one issue, he should look at the roadblocks to reform that exist across the United States today, which are in the Democrats' pocket. And of course, I'm talking about the teachers' unions, places like D.C. and Chicago.
With Bobby Jindal.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
O'Malley is a guy who is, you know, throws the bombs, won't come on this program, won't explain himself. I would like him to explain this because under President Obama, things for black Americans economically have gotten a lot worse. Median income down 11%, unemployment, poverty rate 26%, black labor participation rate in the economy declining. It is.
Yeah.
All right,
Bill,
so the Democratic policies,
the
policies of the president and the Democrats are failing black Americans. But he does have a point in this way. O'Malley does. The media. If you are a rich white heiress and you get murdered, page one. In Chicago, you know, the national media ignores this Holocaust going on.
Yeah, but I would say there's a different reason. There are a couple of reasons for that. It's not because the media is racist, right? And I don't think it's even because the media, they don't value black life. It's because of the sensationalism and also because if they cover this kind of crime, then you actually have to go a step further and say, why is this type of crime, this brutality, so disproportionately affecting minority communities in the United States? And then you have to say, well, what can we look at? Can we look at family issues? Can we look at family breakdown? They don't want to touch that. And that's why Martin O'Malley, Bill, will not come on your show. And I predict he will never come on your show.
He will never know. The guy can't stand up to me.
Bill,
look,
with you, forget it. He's not going to do it.
But I'm going to disagree with you on the media. If the media really cared about
I see what you're saying.
African American deaths, they would cover it. And they would push like we're pushing for solutions.
But Bill, they have to hold up the mirror to do that.
But they don't care about. They don't care about the black people.
Dr. Alveda King, I know you've talked to her before, the niece of Martin Luther King Jr. She came on radio with me today, and we talked about a cold, hard fact that was not addressed at this rally. Not the crime issue, that's a big one, but the crime of 16 million preborn black children who are not here today. No one is speaking for them. There is no voice raised in their defense or in tribute to them. That's the abortion,
the amount of African-American babies who are born.
It is a disproportionately, obscenely high rate of abortion in the black community, and it used to be that civil rights leaders would celebrate ribbon-cutting ceremonies at banking institutions that open in inner cities, at businesses, and at churches. Today, we see people on the left in the quote modern-day liberal civil rights establishment celebrating or honoring Planned Parenthood for opening up a clinic in the inner city. Now, whether Martin Luther King would celebrate that today, I'm not going to venture a guess on that. But to have no voice raised in defense of those children at the rally yesterday, that tells you a lot, a lot.
All right, Laura.